All right, everybody, this is module 3. So we're going to get right into it. Who is your dream customer? Who is it? Who are you called to serve? Okay. It might surprise you that, guess what? Not everybody is your customer. Okay. Give me an example. Nike. All right. Who do you think the primary customer for Nike products are? Do you think it's the let's say the under 30 generation who's really active and working out and student athletes, things like that? Or do you think Nike's core market is, the folks in the nursing home? Okay. Who do you think it is? Probably the younger crowd, right? Probably specifically the younger crowd who's more active. Okay. Um, the reason I bring that up is because I heard there was a guy that was selling like a particular type of water. It had like these ion things in it or something. It's supposed to give you a lot of health benefits or just something like that. And somebody asked him why he got into it, and he's like, "Well, everyone needs water, so I feel like I could really sell this." And I was like, "Okay, yes." But he didn't really make a good example to me of like why I should buy this, like, I don't know how expensive it was, ion water versus what I get for almost free out of the tap. Okay. So even though yes, I do need water, um, I do need water. Even though I need water, I wouldn't be a very good customer because that's not really what I'm interested in. I don't see where that particular product fits with one of the three core desires that we talked about already. Okay. So when you're thinking about your business, you have to be selective. You can't service everybody. Okay. And that's not a discrimination thing. Okay. Um, you have to be able to serve everybody, but you're not going to serve everybody. And what I really like about marketing is that this lets you be selective with your customers. So, for example, Nike again, okay? If Nike puts their ads in Sports Illustrated or on ESPN or on ABC during a football game, stuff like that, okay? If they put their ads on those types of media, okay, guess who's going to see their ads? The people they are wanting to serve, the people most likely to buy their products, okay? Whenever you're, these infomercials, they're so crazy. One of these, I should make my own infomercial. The infomercials, okay? When do you see infomercials? Late at night on like a Saturday night or really early on Sunday morning or stuff like that. Okay, it's the late night crowd. My personal opinion is because those are like your sleepy people, or maybe they've you know just come in from the bar or something like that. Maybe their inhibitions are a little bit free and they're more likely to buy. Maybe that's why it happens. I don't know. But you see the specific ads at different times during the day, right? You don't see a lot of toy ads on the Nature Channel, or what is it, Discovery Channel, right? It's been so long since I've seen Discovery Channel because all I watch is Mickey Mouse these days with my kids. That's another story. Disney, fantastic marketers. Okay, you're not going to see you're not going to see misplaced ads very well because that's going to cost money. Okay. Um, while I'm on that topic, let me go ahead and get right into this. A lot of the reason I have a problem with marketing in the 21st century is because it's blanket. It's like buying a billboard on the interstate if it hasn't already been swooped up by some injury attorney. Okay, if you buy a billboard, you have no idea who or what is going to see your billboard. When you buy an ad on TV or the radio, you have no idea who or what is going to see that ad. But if you look at your target market and you try to figure out who your dream customer is, you can really be focused and like laser direct on the market that you are trying to reach out to. Okay. So a lot of people tell me, oh, well, I bought there was one guy that told me he bought a poster banner type thing for a football stadium. And I asked him about it later. It's like, yeah, we haven't really gotten a whole lot of sales on that. So he wasted his money on the wrong market. Okay. Um, when you start thinking about where to do ads and where to really put your efforts, okay, you got to think about who's going to be the most likely to buy your product. And remember, I know I've erased these, but remember, we're talking about who sees your product for health, who sees your product for wealth, and who sees your product for relationships. Okay. I don't know why this just popped in my head, but shoes are a good example of this. Okay. So you're not going to go see a bunch of running shoes in like a ladies' fashion store, right? Because where are they going to sell? They're going to sell the high heels and all the stylish type shoes. Two totally different markets. Somebody sees shoes as fashion, and then in Nike, what are you going to see? You're going to see the running shoes, right? So you have to be very targeted, very specific with who you're trying to reach out to. Okay, so let's think about some of the things to identify with your dream customer. Okay, what's their job? Well, what's their job? What do they do for a living? Maybe you sell hammers. If you sell hammers, maybe it's people in the construction industry, right? What are their hobbies? What are their hobbies? What do they like to do? What's their age? Are they 20 and under, 20 and up, 20 to 50, maybe 30 to 50? Do they have kids? Do they have kids? What's something else? What kind of car do they drive? Okay. These are the types of things that the more you can narrow down and the more you can get into the head of your potential customer, the more able you are to market to them. And honestly, I kind of think this is like building relationships, okay? You're basically building a relationship with somebody before you meet them. And I kind of think that's cool. My particular market that I'm trying to reach out to, it's kind of the 25 to 50-ish range, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. But that's kind of my age graphic, okay? I'm marketing, oh, here's another good one, okay? Are you marketing to men or women? Because guess what? Men are going to receive messages entirely differently than women will. Okay. So maybe you're marketing to 25-year-old men. Maybe you're marketing to 35-year-old women. Maybe you're marketing to single dads. Maybe you're marketing to single moms. Maybe you're marketing to single moms with a beat up car because you're selling cars. Okay. Once you start really figuring that out, then you can figure out what kind of message that person would receive from you. Okay. Excuse me. So I'm going to go. I didn't want to write this out because I kind of wanted to speak from the heart a little bit, just to kind of give you an idea of my dream customer. Okay. So my dream customer is Mark. So Mark is, he's a family man. Okay. Mark is 30 years old and he's been working in his industrial job for about 10 years. Okay. And he's noticed that in order to make more money, he has to work more hours. And there's nothing wrong with that except for this. Those hours mean more time away from his kids. And he's a family man, right? He wants to be there for his kids. He wants to go to all the ball games, but his job is so time demanding that he can't make more money unless he spends more time. And he feels stuck because he wants to be the best dad that he possibly can, but he knows that with his growing family, because he's got a baby on the way too, he knows that with his growing family, he can't spend so much time at the industrial plant. So he feels stuck and he is looking for a way out. That is my dream customer. And I have a female version of that too. So it's okay to have different variations of this. Okay, let's say you have a particular product. Let's take iPhones because there's an iPhone just sitting on the desk. So let's say you have iPhones. Okay, it's okay to market to different demographics and different people and different ideas and different men and women and stuff like that. But I want to be very clear here. The message that you send to each one of those people has to be different. It has to be tailored to their specific stage in life, their economic status, their health. It has to be tailor made for them. And the better you can do, the better job that you can do of figuring out your dream customer before you even meet them, you're going to do a lot better with your marketing and you're going to waste a lot less money. Okay. One quick thing when you're trying to figure out who your dream customer is, think about yourself. A lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of people that get into business, the reason they did it was because there was some pain or some driving force that pushed them to go do whatever they're doing. Okay. And don't take this the wrong way. Do you think you're unique in that? Probably not. In fact, I bet you that that is why God wanted you to feel that pain so that you could step out and be the hope for someone else and that you could lead them in that way to go figure out and do whatever it is that you have figured out. Okay, that's how a lot of entrepreneurs start. So if you're totally lost on this, think about where you were before you got started. Okay, and on this one in particular, it can get kind of fun, but it can also get a little overwhelming, I guess. So on this one, if you have any questions at all, email me at scott@kingdomgold.net, just like it's spelled, scott@kingdomgold.net. I'd be happy to have a discussion with you. See you on the next one.